There are many sacred places all around us. One lesser known is tucked away into the rolling hills of Worcester County. The cross in Barre, Massachusetts was built by a man of tremendous faith. Reel to Reel reporter Michael Bodo has the story.
O Lord, have mercy on us.
Road Riders for Jesus Christian Motorcycle Group. They introduced me to this place. I thought it was awesome, so I figured I'd share it with other friends from my church.
This is a welcoming place, and it's holy ground.
This is the Cross in Barre, Massachusetts. It's a devotional shrine dedicated to the words and wisdom of Jesus Christ. Its divine inspiration and beautiful layout attracts people of all faiths from across New England.
This place, this land, was my first church.
I personally think that this is God's stamp of approval.
Give us a day.
The most spectacular way to view the cross in Barre is from the air. Airline pilots can easily spot it. Drone video captures the timeless message of God's enduring wisdom. The wisdom of the amazing cross, 200 feet long. The wisdom of the 10 Commandments written inside of it. The wisdom of Christ. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. And a message for all time. God's wisdom cries out, please come back to me.
It takes a lot of faith to do all of this. Jesus can read the words. That's awesome.
Some people claim that praying here leads to miracles, small and large.
I've seen different people kneeling down on the cross and crying.
It's like getting hit by a bolt of lightning.
Wow.
Absolutely. You step on it, you have a faith in Jesus, and you instantly feel the Holy Spirit fill you up.
It took one man's vision to build this miraculous place. John Hardy. He grew up here and died here in 2017. He devoted the last 30 years of his life to building the cross in Barre. It all began in 1989. Hardy says after praying the Lord's Prayer one night, he heard God's voice telling him to build a cross in his field. Hardy said the Lord guided him by finding all the material and all the people who would help him. Through divine providence, Hardy was told that his daughter Noreen would paint the letters and artwork. Hardy had a 6th grade education, but had deep engineering instincts.
He actually did it all on grid paper, so I don't know where the art part comes in, because he did it on grid and I just took it out and followed the grid.
Joe Camo is another helper. He used a bulldozer to dig the pond, level the field, and crack a huge boulder in half, something Hardy predicted. Camo says the rock broke in two from the hand of God because the bulldozer barely touched it.
I was on the dozer when it happened, and it was broke by somebody like called the creator. Somebody broke it.
Without a budget, Hardy says God helped him create this mystical sanctuary, guiding him to dig a trench. Hardy didn't have to dig far until he hit groundwater. He tapped it and called it Jacob's Well. Some claim this water has healing properties.
What I like to do, I like to pray before I take the water, and then I drink it. And I says, Lord, let your will be done through it. And whatever this water does, let it be done by your will. And I can tell you right now that all of a sudden we can feel immense peace, immense joy that surpasses all human understanding.
Hardy also says he was guided by the Holy Spirit to where he could purchase these huge arborvitae trees which spell out God's wisdom. Each letter is 90 feet long. Friends and family donated $25 for each tree, their names carefully written down in perpetuity.
Now, these trees here are only this high when we put them in. They're little tiny trees.
Peter McNeely is another helper. McNeely's been landscaping and mowing the massive lawn since day one.
Free of charge. I don't charge anything even for the fuel. It costs us like $100 to fill up and come up here. But
okay, so how do you get paid then?
God, yeah. God takes care of us.
Each of these mowers cost McNeely over $40,000, and Peter only uses them to mow here and the lawn at St. Joseph's Catholic Church in Charlton, where he's a parishioner.
I tell my wife this all the time. I'm happy when I'm up here. It just fills you with the Holy Spirit.
Some helpers are no longer at the cross in Barre. Johanna Glazier used to give tours. She was Hardy's granddaughter. Johanna died last year after battling leukemia. She wrote a book about her grandfather's stories. We spoke with her in 2019.
He would tell me the same stories over and over and over again. I wrote the story from the beginning all the way up to the end, right before he passed away. And he just loved his book. He loved to share it with everyone that come here.
Here's the real genius of John Hardy. In 1989, Google wasn't invented. Yet Hardy designed this whole cross in Barre from the perspective of someone looking down from above. And right now, if you look on Google Earth, anyone in the world can see the cross in Barre. All they need is a computer and an internet connection. And the cross needs more angels to keep this vision going. Perhaps even an angel like you. The cross is open every day from sunup to sundown. For Real to Real, I'm Michael Bodo.
And if you'd like more information on the cross in Barre, we have a link for you at iobserve.org.